Hey guys, CJ, let's talk. Let's talk about conflicts. Like conflicts, they always happen in a relationship a lot. Like some people like to have daily conflicts, some people like a weekly conflict, some people, man, sort of. But like conflicts, they're always there in a relationship. But like, since I want to talk about this one I need to write it down because yeah, I feel me like reading some notes. This one I need to write it down because it's kind of like a big topic. So when conflicts happen, right, they need to be resolved. We need to talk about that. We need to talk about what happened last time. What happened when you storm out when you were angry? What happened last time that led us to have a fight? What happened last time that led to me and you having a disagreement? Yeah, they need to be talked about. You need to resolve your conflicts. You don't have always to run away from the conflicts. You don't have to be running away from the conflicts all the time, but you need to talk about that. You need to talk about like what happened last time. So like first thing first, when I think self-control is the first thing to dissolve having a conflict, like for you to make sure that there's no conflicts. So when possibly your partner is coming in or your friend or someone your relationship is coming storming in and wanting to have that argument with you because they're angry, I think the first thing that you need to do to avoid the conflict, if it's about to happen before it happens, is for you just take some few deep breaths, self-control, contain yourself. I know it's very hard when somebody's shouting at you and somebody's angry at you, and it's very hard to control, but like hold yourself so firmly, hold yourself very strong. Make sure that you don't respond to them in the same tone they're responding to you. Be calm. Take this deep breath and then you respond to them in a calm voice. I think because you're calm, it's also gonna give them that shift to also for them to become they'll just come in a space of, oh, I was too loud, I was being arrogant here. So they can also come to a certain level of calmness so that you two can resolve whatever. That's why possibly in most cases, possibly you did something or something happened, your boyfriend might come and storming you like, hey babe, where do you put my thing? And then you just look at him and you are calm and say, baby, say what? What's that? You just gonna come down, ask you in a nice way. So first of all, you don't have to like storm out at him again. I think one of you need to be calm in this situation. And now, possibly let's say this like you already like you had a conflict already, it already happened. So you need to discuss. You need to like discuss the topic at hand. What happened? Why we still what? You need to like to hit the iron while still hot. You don't have to wait for it to be 2 weeks or 5 days later and then you talk about this like an issue that happened 5 days later. Because some people, when it happened because they were angry, but like hours later and they just find out that they were wrong the way they talk to you and they're ashamed about it, don't want to talk about it anymore. So if you ask them like 5 days later or a week later, a month later, they're gonna feel ashamed and then they'll just rub around it, or possibly they just don't want to talk about it. It's gonna like come to another conflict. So rather discuss while the road is still hot. You need to hit the road while it's still hot. Discuss it while it's still there. An hour later, 30 minutes later, discuss about it and then come to a resolution pertaining what caused the conflict. And hear out the person when somebody want to resolve the conflicts, give them a benefit of doubt, hear the person what they want to say. Conflict need to be talked about. So when your girlfriend, when your boyfriend come up with, okay, let's talk about what happened that day, let's talk about what happened an hour ago, be open-minded to want to discuss that. Be open-minded to want to talk about it, because it's also affecting your relationship. It's also affecting the next person emotionally. It's also affecting your partner emotionally. So be open-minded to talk about it, so that you can reflect back to it and know, okay, so now I know a way to approach when a certain thing happen, or now I know what to do when we come back to this situation, because conflict always happen. Mostly people like morely people do have conflicts about the same things over and over and over and over and over again. For in most cases, most relationships, people always have conflicts about like the same things over and over and over and over and over again. It's the same story, same thing, same thing. So we need to look back and so that we can see what's happening, what's lacking, what needs to be changed. Also, express yourself. Like when you're talking, don't use so much expression like we. No, use expression like I need this in our relationship, or I feel like this, or I use the expression of I when you are talking, because it's a personal thing. This happened to you, or this is happening. It's obvious it's happening to you. So use the expressions of I feel like this, and then I feel hurt with this. I feel hurt when. I feel hurt when. So use the, don't say like it's affecting our relationship. It's affecting my relationship with you. It's affecting how I feel about you. I use those expressions of, and also be specific. Specify about a certain event that happened. Pinpoint when it happened. Pinpoint what caused the conflicts. Also avoid personal attacks. Like criticizing someone of their behavior and situation, especially in front of other people. Avoid using that. Also avoid personal attacking someone. When you're like some people might want to run away from discussing that conflicts because they're now ashamed of how they acted when the conflict happened. So what you need to do now, find a way to make them feel not ashamed about what happened, so that like use that shame to your own advantage, because nobody wanna feel shame twice. Nobody wanna be ashamed twice. So already they feel shame about whatever that happened. Already they feel terrible how they spoke to you. So you just need to make sure that you use that to your own advantage. Don't like attack them on their shame. Rather, try to give them comforts. Also, criticizing them on that same conflict. Okay, acknowledge a mistake. Don't forget to always acknowledge a mistake. Always acknowledge it. I was wrong because I did 1, 2, 3, 4, but you were morally wrong because you came here and then you overreacted, you overheated. Also, don't use the word overreacted, because reaction is always needed when something wrong happens, or when a person feels bad, or whenever I feel attacked. A reaction is always, don't use the word you overreacted. People feel very attacked with that, or people feel very like you being PUSY, that word. So don't use the word like you were overreacting for nothing. Don't ever use that word. Try to like wander around the word of or like you overreacted. Just use a certain word that you can use just to cover up the word you overreacted, because once you use the word you overreacted, they want to stop listening to whatever you're saying. They want to stop listening to like whatever you're saying. They just want to attack you more because you use the word like I overreacted. They feel like you're attacking them whenever you say you overreacted. So don't use the word overreacted. Find something else to use. And also like the best way of it, or like when it happens, just don't find a way to make them feel like you're not attacking them, but you also wanna a solution to what caused the conflict. Just make sure that whatever you're saying, it also doesn't make them feel they are being attacked.